everybody?
Okay, and
Going on,
we are
guys?
now recording live. Everyone who's just joining in, hi, everybody. We got Corey, Richard, Matthew, Jang, Anjanette, Pierre, Brendan, Casey. It's going to be a very big group, so if you guys don't mind, when you're coming out, if you have any background noise, anything like that, please mute it or turn off that noise. We don't want any kind of distractions yet. If you guys are live, please, Jake, turn on mute. There we go. So, yeah, we're just setting it off right now, so people will be joining on shortly. There we go.
You guys put that right in our group chat, obviously.
Yeah, I just put it in the group chat there. Yeah, I see a bunch of people looking at it right now, so everyone's just starting to come. And just make sure. Good to go.
Awesome. This is awesome, guys.
Yeah, this is great. We're excited to have all of you on here. It's going to be freaking epic. We got some big things happening right now and some amazing strategies to go over with you guys that are helping a lot of people. So it's super exciting stuff.
I love it. Love the energy of the people that are hopping on. This is great news. So, yeah, we'll wait 5 more minutes here before we really get in. People are just joining. Like I said before, you have any background noise, please mute your phones. And next time, as Jang said, we'll actually do the webinar style so that we can just have the guys chat and everyone kind of join in. We didn't really didn't know how to do it before, but now we're learning, right? We're learning.
Yeah, we're all learning here. It's great. Oh, but
This is just a little intro to people anyways that are popping on, to get an idea and understanding of what we're going to be doing in the weeks to come here before we really roll this all out. So we've still got a bit of feedback. And can you mute everybody, Sean? I think you have control over the whole panel there to mute.
Yeah, you got me, Sean. Mute me.
Mute all.
Got it. Mute all except for I can unmute Corey. There we go. Jang wanted to be muted for a second. Where did Richard go? There he is.
So just to give you guys a little bit of a framework of what we're going to be kind of talking about tonight, is some strategies that I believe it was the Australian team started implementing and testing with themselves at first. And these strategies to launch people's businesses, they're like, if you look at Clinton Christie, they're basically the top people out in Australia, and they hit $1 million without paid advertising using these strategies, okay, without paid advertising. I'm not saying don't go and pay for ads, right? That's the main source of what we're doing. But with these strategies, they have been proven to work, okay? So we're going to kind of go over some of the training that me and Sean and Corey and Richard have been watching to kind of go over everything here and kind of give you guys a framework of what's going to be happening here, because it's going to move fast. There's going to be lots of energy happening.
Next 8, 7 to 9 days, they're going to be at the edge of your seat. Hold on.
Yeah,
there we go.
It's going to be nuts. So we're super excited to be able to present this for you guys, and we're super grateful to have every single one of you on here in our presence.
And
so
also everyone, a great thank you to Mr. Matthew Jang himself for joining on this webinar, the training. For the last 5-6 days, he's been making sure I chit chat with him, getting a lot of pointers in that. So we're really implementing as fast as we can what he gives us for information. Because if there's anyone's word to trust here, obviously all of us can trust us. Mr. Jang himself has been a great inspiration for us at the moment here. So thank you, Matt.
Yes, thank you.
Anytime, guys. Yeah. So this will be really cool if you guys. So wanted to get you guys on. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen this already. Obviously, through Clinton Christie, you've seen what they have done. You've seen Garrett's probably running one right now. There's Caitlin just ran one last week. But using this exact strategy that we can roll out, that Sean and Travis and everyone can roll out for you guys, just to give you an idea of like what it like the potential of it. That's super easy to do. For one, they're having brand new people that have never even done anything that are like coming out of the woodworks, being like, I got my very first sale, all of this stuff. But to give you an example, like a good conversion lead to sale is you're looking around like 1 to 3% is usually pretty good. And they're seeing inside of these groups, like Caitlin's, for example, is around 9% lead to sale. So triple the conversion of what you normally see just by leveraging a group strategy like this. And it's a collaboration between everyone as you guys go through. But like Travis was saying, like this doesn't require you to be doing any ads now. There have been some people that have run ads and added more people into the groups, which is also an option as well. But this is something that you can do really, really easily, just further monetizing your existing audience that you have already without even spending extra money on ads. That can give you a good solid foundation to really launch off of. And it's basically a combination of the launch strategy you guys have seen inside of like the Jay-Z back office, and then also leveraging groups as well. So having the combination of both, so you're able to kind of feel as a lead, as those leads are coming in, they feel like they're part of a community already, even before they've even joined at all. And they're starting to see the excitement and energy from every one of you guys all popping in there. And that's contributed to like a huge amount of sales coming through at the other end. And a lot of brand new people that are getting their very first sale that haven't got anything converted before that. So it'll be really awesome. So pumped to see what you guys create with it.
Yeah, no, we're pumped too. I know it's the reason why we've chosen you guys too is you guys are the very high energy people that we want to be able to use this with. And it's going to be really, really good. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a series of posts called a launch. Now the first one, we're still implementing what day we're going to start this. We're looking at,
what was it? Monday?
No, Sunday.
Yes,
Sunday.
Sunday.
So this following Sunday, we're going to go over within the group chats too of what kind of style of post we want to create. This post is going to be created now. You can either use, if you have personal success within the business, maybe not financially, but mentally, any kind of success you've had, you can utilize those posts, create a nice write-up. We're going to give you a list of styles of how to do these write-ups. Now, if you don't have success or you don't want to utilize what you have so far, you can leverage our personal stories that are in the community that are outside of our group. Where this is to do is supposed to entice and intrigue people into seeing what we're doing and how it's helping real people every single day achieve financial success, motivational, mental stress, everything is supposed to be increasing. So there's going to be a series of events that we're going to be doing now. Anyone that engages off your personal page, or like Jang, you can do is paid advertisements. Anyone that comments saying I'm interested, you can reach out to them, say okay, and we're going to add them into a private Facebook page that I've already started working on creating. We're going to be filming a couple ads, videos right now to introduce the new members to this group. And what we're going to do is, after we're engaging these people, we're going to consistently hype up this group. We're going to flood it full of energy. And like Caitlin and Cassandra, within 7 days, had 1.2 thousand people added into this group.
And hundreds of sales. Hundreds. And think about that for a second, right? Like hundreds of sales. I mean, how long would it take you to get hundreds of sales right now? It might take a little while, right? But with the way they've done this strategy and they've implemented everything, they're adding all these people to the Facebook group, right? I'm going to be hosting a training that we are watching right now, actually. Did it freeze? Okay,
nope.
I'm going to be hosting a training, and we're going to have, Corey as a panelist, Richard, Sean's going to be on there. We want to bring some females on there as well, so you can get some feminine energy on the panel, and so we can connect that way too. But we're going to be going over a training, okay? And so this training is going to have a call to action at the end of it, right? And so it's going to be live in the Facebook group that we've created. It's going to be live on Zoom, all right? I noticed that they had both of them going. And so at the end of it, we're going to be telling people like, hey, so if you want to, basically learn, we're going to give them a breakdown of what internet marketing is, show them the tools, show them the strategies, show them the coaching and the mentorship and the community. That's huge. Show them the community. And at the end of the whole thing, we're going to be like, all right, so reach out to the person who brought you into this group. Right, so we're going to keep it super simple that way. So reach out to the person who brought you into the group and tell them why you are the person they should be coaching and mentoring. So we're going to get them to be selling you on why they want your coaching and help. Does that make sense, everybody? So we're getting them to sell you. So instead of you having to be like, oh, this and that, now they're literally coming to you and telling you why they want your help.
Right? And the nice part I wanted to literally with this launch too is you're going to be creating your own posts. You like I said, leverage our stories, our posts, put your little spin on it. But the hard part too is a lot of you that are new into this, you don't know how to do these presentations or make these sales or close people down and really intrigue them into the business side. So this is what's great about the launch is you're going to leverage our experience, the 4 or 5 of us that are going to be running the panel. I said we're going to have some females in here as well. You're going to be leveraging our experience and knowledge, and we're going to close those sales down for you.
Yeah,
that's the big part. So a lot of people might get worried. They're like, oh, but I don't know much about this, or I don't know how to talk to you. word?
I think we'll do a bit of a framework for everybody with the post too, so we can follow a guideline where you're not in the dark writing all this information out. We're going to create a big momentum behind all of us, so you can really leverage, like he was saying, like Sean's saying about a leverage point where we've created a story and a framework for you that all goes out at the same time, like we did with GAZ. So a lot of people, including some people on my team, haven't been able to create any success with paid advertisement. This is going to give you a good avenue, a new angle to generate some sales and a big surge in your business based on free advertising and really leveraging your personal page. If you're comfortable doing that, we can work out some strategies on the best way for you to leverage this whole launch. And literally all you have to do is filter them into this group. We're going to have a private exclusive training that this whole launch is based around as well. So I just wanted to add that in there so everybody knew that they weren't alone doing any of this information. Some people might be pretty new to our teams, but we see a lot of value in you guys that are out here with us right now. And we want to make sure we help you win first and foremost. So
exactly. No, thank you, Corey, for bringing that, alliterating that. That's awesome. Thank you.
What else do we got to go over? So the strategy. So with the first post, actually, Richard, I wanted to ask you, you're part of the Freedom Group, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so inside that group, do they have like first posts that you can check out? Because I'm one of my girlfriend, her name is Amy. She's part of the Freedom team herself, and so she's been sending me a lot of different first posts that have been working really well for the team. So maybe we can use some examples out to our group here, if you guys want that, so you can see how they're doing it. What kind of I notice a lot of these first posts, like basically every single one of them, they're talking about the pain and the struggles. And everything that they were going through up to that point, that turning point, where they then found, the community, the system, finally being able to actually find a reliable, safe way to make money online with coaching and mentorship and all that stuff. So we can send that out to you guys. If you guys are in the groups, we'll send them to the groups. And so that can kind of give you a framework of how you're going to structure your story. Right?
Yeah, and don't get too worried right now. We're going to be timing this so everyone launches on Sunday. They're going to be doing the actual live webinar 8 days following on the Monday. So it's not like, tomorrow we panicked, you're posting it now. We're giving you the rundown of what we're doing, the strategy behind it, what's going to come of it. And, within the next day or two, we're going to start giving you guys the examples of what to do. So when Sunday comes, it's launch time, right? It's not like, tomorrow post. So yeah, don't even sit back and take a little.
Actually, and Richard, I wanted to ask you one more thing. So when you have people that that are from your personal page that actually message in that they actually want some info or they want to get access to the private training, does the Freedom team have any kind of messages that they send out? Because I know that me and Sean, we have a lot of different kind of copy paste messages that we send out because it's a lot easier for people. But is there anything like that that they have maybe?
Not that I saw in their training. They do have messages, like copy paste messages, once people reach out after the training and say, yes, I'm interested, I'm serious. Yeah. And then they respond to those 3 questions that basically qualify themselves. I can't remember if you mentioned this. So after the live training, once people reach out and say, yes, you know what, this is really, really what I want to be selected as one of those 4 or 5 people. They're going to say, why we should choose to work with them, what's going on in their life that has them wanting this, and on a scale of 1 to 10, how serious are they? Okay. Yeah. The reality is, this was shared inside the Freedom team as well, is that the reality is to properly do this. What our offer is to personally work with, an X number of people, let's say 5 people. And so for me, my mindset is I'm actually going to be working one-on-one with these people. I'm not just saying that I'm going to mentor them and then just throw them into a group. And so to properly do that, there's a limited amount of people. And so you're not going to choose everybody. And so once they say, yes, I'm serious, then there is some messages that follow that lead right to GAZ registration.
Okay. Awesome. That's good. That's great to know. I did see a little bit about that. So that's awesome.
And I'm speaking for a few of us here, like yourself and Sean and Corey. It's we'll put for the rest of the group, we'll put together some message template ideas of what you can do once someone says, hey, yes, I want to be added to the group. We'll have some template ideas for you guys. And then also just like plant some seeds of what this launch can look like from a free organic standpoint. Some strategies that I use and I teach my team to utilize is you have your personal Facebook and your personal Instagram and any other personal social medias that you have. You also have the stories on Facebook. Those are the stories that last for 24 hours. You can utilize those. Those are getting really, really high engagement. So we can put some ideas around that as well as just a quick show of hands. Like, has anyone generated leads already and has like met like past conversations that maybe run dry?
Oh yeah.
Put your hand up. Yeah. Okay, so there's a lot of people here, right? And so we can include some messaging strategies to re-engage those conversations that have run dry and turn those cold leads into hot leads again and put them into those groups as well. So there's a lot of different sources we can pull from.
Yeah, and I was just looking at the comments here. Bobby said that she's talking to Tammy H. Bush that gave her some serious epic messages to use for people who message asking for info. It's always great having people like Bobby. It'd be great if you could share those into the Facebook group that everyone's in right now. The launch your Facebook, is that what it is? Launch that, you can share those into the group.
Is Bobby in that group?
Yeah, Richard? Bobby. If Bobby's not in this, bring her in.
It's a guy.
I'll add him in.
Bring her, yes, I said her. My bad.
Bobby was giving an example of what Tammy said to him. So me and Richard have some good follow-ups as well. So we can all put that in there. That Bobby already just dropped it in the chat right now. But the whole concept to this right now is just to give you guys the inside idea of what we're doing and to pay attention to that new group that we're launching right now as well. So once we go into that launch phase next Sunday, then we're going to start funneling people into that for like a 5 to 7 day period. And over that organic reach where we get people to come into that group, then we're going to do a live training inside of there where it's that intimate, exclusive feel. And, so hopefully all of you guys can understand the concept of what we're trying to do and what we're going to achieve by doing this.
Yeah, no, I read messages and I go off on little wild tangents too. I'm like, oh yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, no, exactly. The purpose of what we're doing here is focusing on that live launch. And like I said, this is going to work great. Jang's girlfriend there had 1.2 thousand people in 5 days.
And hundreds of
sales, right? Like,
that's nuts.
Huge,
nuts.
Huge.
And the thing is you see their webinar, you see the things that they did in their group chats and everything. The energy was high. Like if they asked, like, you comment yes, or where are you calling in from? Like, participate, because if you participate, other people are more engaged to participate. Because it kind of feels weird if they don't and they see a bunch of other people participating, then they're actually kind of the weird one at that point.
Yeah,
right?
a big thing for this launch to work, like it's going to be a 100% team effort.
Yeah.
Like 100%. We're going to orchestrate as much as we can from up here and really plan this out and give you guys the guidelines and the thought of what we're doing. But in order for this entire launch to be a success for everyone has to participate. I know everyone has jobs and things that things that don't that always have to come up. But if you have any spare time, I mean any bit at all, if you're sitting there watching TV, shut that off and you're going to be messaging, you're going to be replying, commenting, liking, going back from the days with the conversation in that group and engaging 100%. Because the more you engage, the more the people you brought in are like, okay, she's taking this seriously, or he's taking this serious, right? So, and it can't be just held up by a select few of us. Everyone in here.
Where focus goes, energy flows, man. If you are focused, things are going to freaking happen. It's that simple. If you are getting distracted and you're not laser focused, like me and Sean have been in front of this computer all freaking day, literally all day, right? We've been going for breaks and we went to the gym in the morning so that we're not, just dormant and not doing anything.
We're going to go back after this because I've been sitting down for like 6 hours.
But, we're focused, guys. Add value to the group. Yes, and add value, lots of value. Go lives, videos. Testimonials, right? Community, like show support, right? Like, this is all about community. I mean, a lot of you got started because of the community, right?
And that's what you can preach too. If you don't have like the success, preach the community about how supportive and warming. And if you guys had doubts or there's times where you're like, I don't know what to do, or like me, like I all of a sudden my accounts got flagged. I'm like, Travis, I'm screwed, right? I reached out to the group, the community, and they literally walked me through step by step how to get back going again. So really preach the community. If you don't have, or if you don't want to do that, preach like someone else's success within the group.
And one thing I wanted to do too, or just mention right now, for this first post, right? We're supposed to post every single day. Like you can even do multiple times a day if you're adding value. But for that 7 to 8 days before that actual live training, right? And so, if you don't know what to post like 3 or 4 days in, you could post something like, whoa, today we got, we're at 400 new members already.
Screenshot
right?
the private page and see how many members we have in there. Because like, as of right now, just on our personal team, we're going to have 20, 30 people in there. I mean, if you bring in 2 people a day, that's 40. The next time is 80. It's going to multiply.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm giving you low numbers. I'm hoping to be bringing more than 2 a day. Right? Like it's going to be bigger than that for sure. I haven't really slept much just because I wake up like launch.
Yeah, I know it's nuts, man. I'm excited. Like it's a game changer. And so there's one thing. What was I going to mention? There's one more thing off of that topic. The launch post. So your very first one, okay? Write it out, right? We'll send you some examples so you kind of have a framework of, what Jang talks about with the hero's journey, talking about your struggles and all the pains and then the turning point and then what you found, right? So write that out, but then send that up to your leader, right? So they can kind of read the post and kind of go over it and figure out the call to action if it's weak or it's actually a strong call to action. And so send your post to your leader and do it.
I'll answer that one. We keep
going. So send your first one to the leader so that they can kind of go over it a bit and maybe touch it up a bit, help you out, bring in some more pain points or just, structure it a little more, right? So, because I see a lot of people, they post something and it's like, it could look better and look sexier and more enticing to actually read. So we can help you with that because we've done it a lot of different posts. I've gotten a lot of business partners from my personal page in the past. And so mine's going to be a little bit different than yours. So we'll help you structure that first post, right?
And another thing I was going to mention too is a lot of people are talking about, leads that have run dry. Obviously, don't do this for ones that are just like we're giving you one-word answers. But if you actually had very high potential leads that just kind of ran out, this is a great time to go back in your business page and be like, hey, look, we're going to be doing this live training webinar on this date. We're going to come up with a date for you. Tell me we already did the Monday. I'll write down the group exact dates we're doing this for you guys. But be like, hey, look, we're doing a live training webinar on July 11th or 12th. Are you interested? I'm going to add you into our private group. We're going to be doing it on this time. If they say yes, then you'll go to your messenger, add them to the page. It's going to be a great way to spark conversation. So be like, hey, are you still interested? Now you're offering them something, right? You're going to be offering them more value instead of just being like, hey, are you still wanting the business? Be like, hey, look, we're doing this training. It's going to be free. We're going to have hundreds and thousands of people that are going to be watching this live training. If you're interested, I'll add you in the group.
Yeah.
They're going to say yes.
And so, this is basically this first meeting here is just a framework and giving you guys the lowdown about what we're about to do. There's an actual training that Christy Orr did that we're going to have every single one of you watch before we actually get everything going. And so with that being said, for now, does anyone have any questions at all? You can unmute yourself and feel free to ask us right now. We do want to keep this short and concise on this first one here. Personal page.
Mary. Yep.
You can type your questions.
Type your questions in the comments there. Yeah, I guess because I can unmute people right now. I guess I should probably do that. So if anyone has to.
If anybody has anything afterwards, they can always reach out to us individually. This all happened pretty quick, and we're trying to just rock with that speed of implementation. Jang's been nice enough to come out and give us a bit of his time as well, so we want to respect that, and we don't want to overwhelm you guys. This is just a snap.
Oh. No, what happened there? Sorry.
Mute and unmute. Yeah, as long as everybody understands what we're doing here, we wanted a bit of Jang's time to pour value into you guys so you had an idea of what to expect. But just know that you can reach out to any of us if there's any questions at any time, and we'll help you through this process as this all unfolds. And like Travis said as well, we'll get you that training. Maybe we'll put it in the group. We can always put it in the group for now. That way everybody has access to it. They can watch it, and then we can pull it down before we open the gates before the launch next Sunday.
Yeah, so that's what I'll do is I'll add it into the group here that we were talking to earlier. Not on Zoom, on Facebook. Add that in there. You guys go ahead throughout the next tonight or tomorrow. I want you guys to watch that training. It's detailed, but it's good because now you're going to be able to get an idea of how to structure it, what the duration, what each day is going to be like.
Yeah.
So then when you come to us, you don't have to be like, okay, like, what are we doing on the second day? We're doing the third. So it's going to be really, if you want to take it seriously, watch this training video and make sure we give it to you guys.
It's only an hour long, kid. This hour long could save you freaking hundreds and thousands of hours of struggling.
And make you hundreds of thousands.
Exactly. And you know what? It's really painful. I know from experience.
Both,
okay?
Jake, both.
It's extremely painful to crawl in this business. It is. Okay.
Is there anything Matt wanted to add before we take off too? Matt, is there anything you wanted to say?
Any last?
I think you pretty much covered everything. I think that there's a reason why that the select few of you were obviously selected to come on here, and obviously there's a reason for that. So as long as you guys go through and look at this and see this as like, we wanted to show you guys, like, it's not only been proven once, it's been proven multiple times. If you take this seriously, this can be something that blows up and creates a foundation that you can really launch out of with very minimal effort, as long as you're willing to follow what they put through. So like Sean was saying, the ones that are serious, they'll go through, they'll understand the entire structure. Even if they don't have a story, great, grab Sean's, grab Travis's, grab somebody's. Like, you don't need to have yours. And if you don't feel confident in using yours, it's very easy. Look at a lot of the other people doing groups, and they're leveraging one main story, or they're leveraging a couple different ones. So don't be worried and think that you have to create your own as well. You can leverage someone else's to be able to go out and get the exposure that you need, and leverage someone else's success to get people in there. And this is something that can blow up very, very quickly. And as long as you guys collaborate all together, this can be a really amazing experience that can give a really, like, people are going to come in there and they're going to see videos from all of you guys and testimonials and different things where you're lifting each other up, maybe talking about something that you read that day or whatever, and they see it from all different people, and all of a sudden they get that same experience of being in community as we do inside of our groups. Like, so they get to experience it before they even get there, right? And so psychologically to them, they already feel like they're part of the family, they're already in there, their energy goes way up, and the collaboration between all of you guys can really, one, maybe make you step out and want to put more content out, which is going to help you more in the long run too, but it's going to give an amazing experience to everyone else, and it'll really blow up all collaborating together. And what's cool is it doesn't need to be a one-time thing. What's really cool about it is you can be archiving the group. You know, you can just open up, you can archive it, no one can post and do whatever, and then a month later or 2 months later you reopen it up and launch again, and you have all the people in there, right? And it creates the scarcity of them knowing that you're going to shut down the group and you're not going to open it back up for another however many 60 to 90 days, and then they're still there for the next time when you do relaunch it, and you get another 1,000 people in there, and you keep going through there as well. And as you guys are running ads and building more of an audience, like, this just gets bigger and bigger. And soon, potentially, it even gets to the point where you guys break and do your own and leverage your own with your own team as you guys go through. And you'll be able to take all the success stories that you get through here. And that's another thing too, as you guys go in, is all the successes that you guys get after, once you do launch and you get however many sales or this or that or whatever it is, leverage those back into the group again to go round to again for the replay and everything as well, and show as proof of what it just did. And now you just not only did you show them how to do it, here's the results proving that it just worked. And so even if they don't end up doing it and they end up and it closes down, the next time you guys open that up, they're chomping at the bit to jump in there and get in there. So you guys can really crush it with this. I'm super pumped that you guys.
I'm so stoked.
Yeah, we're excited, guys.
People do another one out in Kelowna here too, and a lot of people are doing, like, the results I've seen, and everyone that's done these has been ridiculous. And every single one of their groups that have done it have had multiple brand new people get their very first sale, and a lot of them that were like around for a while and couldn't get stuff to work, but this was the thing that got them their first sale, and it reignites that passion in all of them. And it's been cultivating and bringing people out of the woods for a lot of people's teams that were dormant for a while, that now give them that sense of confidence coming back in, and it really can help build that energy up and blow it up for all of you guys. So really pumped to see what you guys create.
Me too. Thank you so much, Jang, for coming on. It's always a pleasure having you on there. Like I said, I mean, a lot of people here too, like they said, Corey, we get to hang out with Jang every so often we want to. So you guys being able to, see the vision behind it, having someone who's, had great success, with the program and everything like that. It's really reassuring. I'm sure a lot of people need the reassurance, but it's that mindset, like, okay, like, we got this, right?
Yeah,
So it's really sweet. So we're going to keep this relatively short and sweet. So we're going to end it probably in the next 5 minutes. If anyone has any major questions, enter it in the chat right now. Maybe we can answer real quick. I got to keep it relatively short.
Thanks, Jang, for coming on.
Yeah, everyone thank Jang in the comments here. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're super grateful that he got to come on and add value and some energy into this. And we're excited, man. And thank you for all of you for showing up too. 90% of success is showing up, right? And that's huge. So you guys should give yourselves a pat on the back for that too. We're super, super pumped. It's going to get nuts, guys. Yeah, like lots. We're going to go to the fucking stratosphere with this. Yeah. So with that being said, I mean, I don't think anyone really has any questions. If they do, you can ask the group chat, guys. We're going to keep this short. Maybe we'll just cut it off right here, right now. With all that being said, thank you guys for all showing up. And, we love and appreciate you guys. We're super pumped right now.
Stay relatively tuned because by tomorrow we're going to have some very key things. Like I said, we're going to post that video, the training video of Christy Orsnet in the group right away, so you can be able to see the structure of what we're going to be doing. So you're not just kind of kept in the dark as, okay, what's Corey, Richard, Sean, and Travis doing? You're going to know exactly what we're doing.
Good.
But as far as the actual executive decision or the execution of it, we're make sure we really punchline that for you guys here in the next 24 to 36 hours. It's going to be indefinite ideas, but you guys are going to have the training for you. And we're going to crush it. I'm stoked. So with that being said, Corey, Richard, and everyone else, thank you for joining. Thank you so much, guys. We are recording this as well, and I'll be posting in our page as well. So, peace and love, everyone. I'm excited to see you all soon.
Have a great night.